96.9 FM WAZZ. Rocking this place hard. Rocking you right out of your rock and roll seat. But it's time to get yourself up back off the floor, rocker. Get up and act like somebody. Get off of that floor. Crawl yourself back up into the chair. Sit down in your rock and roll seat, rocker. Let's talk about TikTok for a minute. Whoever's TikToking, I mean, I'm on TikTok, but I don't use a TikTok. I don't like TikTok. Talking about TikTok. I'm ticked out, but the time is running out for TikTok. Man, I'm just going to start referring to this as TT. Its days are numbered. We're coming into the hours now, and it could be coming to a close. Somebody could be pulling the plug on it. I personally said 2 weeks ago that this is not going to happen because too many Americans use the damn thing. And where else are they going to act goofy and make their little short videos? Apparently, everybody loving some TikTok. I personally don't. Now, what this all comes down to is from a national security fright that we have against China that owns the platform that operates the TikTok app. They're trying to keep the popular app around for, listen to this here, rocker, they're trying to keep the app around for 270 more days. Now, here we're facing a national crisis because the United States government claims that this is owned by a Chinese company and security is at risk here. China could be learning things about us other than the fact that we act like fools on the damn thing. Well, they're probably laughing too. But they're taking the information that you have provided to log in, I reckon, to the app. I'm not sure what unsecure about a login information here. Maybe I think you can earn some money on TikTok. Whatever information that the app has asked from you, rocker. Well, the Chinese people took that information, and we don't know what they're doing with it. No more than we knew what they were doing with the weather balloons. And, of course, we saw how wonderfully that the U.S. government handled the unidentified flying drones and how long that went on, and is probably still going on. So I don't understand why the U.S. government is all of a sudden get the panties in a wad over the TikTok app and national security or your personal security when you're the one that gave them the information to begin with. And we all know that no matter anywhere outside of the U.S., you have to look at everybody as an enemy. You have to have that open mind, rocker, that someone could be out to get our country, our freedom, our religion. You, rocker! Someone could be wanting to reorchestrate the Holocaust for all we know. I mean, we saw what COVID done. Rocker, what I want you to do here for just a moment, I want you to just take a deep breath. I want you to clear your mind, turn off everything around you, and just listen here, and just get into your electoral interbeing, and listen to what I'm saying here, rocker. We heard about COVID until we're blue in the face. I believe that was a man-made disease brought on by the Chinese, accepted by the U.S. to help try to weed out the population. This here, in turn, with people being weeded out, would help with Social Security. So, rocker, do you see where I'm going with this? And now here, if you think back on TikTok, how many stories in the news with the TikTok challenges? What was that one where they were running up to doors, people's homes, and kicking the door in and running? Vandalism, tearing sinks off the walls, people taking sinks off the walls in bathrooms and thought it was funny. It was also a safety security on all local levels because the TikTok challenges were getting outrageously dangerous or being rude to people or pranking people in such a fashion that it becomes a safety risk or a security concern. I mean, we already have enough violence in the world without TikTok and their stupid challenges. But the government didn't do anything about that. They wasn't concerned about any of that. Not like they are on this. So it makes you wonder, rocker, what is in it for the government? Don't it just make you wonder, rocker? So, rocker, if you're asking yourself, if this is such a national security, then why bother considering keeping it around for at least another 270 more days? What, so the Chinese can get the last bit of information and evaluations that they can conclude before you pull the plug on it? Well, rocker, you make what you want to make out of it. If you want to make some more videos, go right ahead. Maybe you're making a a wad of money on there by acting goofy or teaching someone how to cook something, well, good for you, because it's not all that bad. But I just kind of wonder why they're not emphasizing what kind of security risk that we are at. What kind of security risk that we're facing here that's at risk. I mean, I'd like to have a little bit more explanation, because I know a lot of folks love the TikTok app, and it is entertaining, and I'm sure it's fun for a lot of folks, and that's great. I support happiness, and I want you to be happy, Rocker. I do. I want you to enjoy the app. I mean, I'm not going to see you on it, but all of a sudden here, we've dragged our feet long enough, and now in a couple more days, we're going to find out what they're going to do. I'm going to tell you what they're going to do, Rocker. They're just going to come up with a spin-off app, and everyone's going to go to that. So I think kind of at this point here, Rocker, we're all just sitting ducks here in the U.S. We have been for the last 4 years, and there's no telling what kind of information that's been obtained from foreign terrorists or countries with bad intentions. Now, they don't all have bad intentions, but we have to be concerned, Rocker. We have to take precautions. All right, Rocker, I've had enough of lecturing to you. I just don't understand what the big deal is over this app and national security. I don't know. I'd like to have a little bit more elaboration, but I guess if the government sees that this is a national security threat, then why even have the option of 270 more days? Why not just shut it down until we can figure out what we're going to do with it? Or maybe they're just going to put some restrictions on it. Or they're just probably going to go to the Chinese and say, hand over all the information that could be used against us. Hand it over. Let's have it. Print it out. Let's have it. We want it faxed to us. We want it on our desk by Monday morning. And I'm sure they're going to say, yes, here you go. And they're going to retain all the good juicy stuff. And they're not going to say, oh, we don't have anything. We don't have anything but their name and the email. That's it. That's all we got. I don't know, Rock. I haven't took the time to examine all of the details. 96.9 FM WAZZ. Let's just keep on rocking here. I hate to get too political, and I hate to get too serious here on the big show. Let's keep rocking. 96.9 FM WAZZ.